So the Ottawa Real Estate Board just released the stats for February 2017. In February, there was 1,010 transactions compared to 908 over last year. So that's an increase of approximately 11.2% from last year. When you're looking at the 5-year average, we're looking at 872. So this month of February was a very solid month. We're seeing a positive trend leaning towards the spring market that is just around the corner in March. We're going to start seeing a lot more buyers looking at homes. So if you are looking at putting your house on the market, this is definitely a great time to get your house ready, get it prepared, and put it on the market. In February 2017, there were 2,066 new listings that hit the MLS. That's an increase of 25% over January. So what this tells us is that a lot of people are getting on the market, they're getting ready for this busy spring market that's coming ahead, because we're starting to see a lot more buyers. We're seeing the websites being more active, we're getting more calls, more inquiries. People are starting to buy homes. So if you are thinking about getting your house ready, this is the perfect time. Get your house prepared, get your stager in, make sure that your house shows like a model home, because the buyers are starting to come out. So in February, we saw a total of 233 condos, 777 residential homes, for a total of 1,010 transactions during the month of February. So the average price of a residential home in Ottawa for February 2017 is just a little bit over $417,000, and that's an increase of about 8.5% over last February. The average condo in Ottawa is just a little over $258,000, and that's an increase of about 4% over last year. So what this means is that in Ottawa, the real estate market is very stable. We're seeing steady increases in our pricing, steady increases in our transactions. It's a great market to be in. If you're looking at other markets in Canada, you're looking at Toronto, Vancouver, the prices keep going up, there's bidding wars. Ottawa is more stable, more solid, which means that when you're buying a property, you know that it'll steadily increase. And in my opinion, a steady market, a stable market is much better for the economy. One thing you have to remember is when you're looking at these increases in prices, number of transactions, you have to remember that real estate is local. Just because the prices of overall in Ottawa is a certain percentage, it doesn't mean that automatically your house has increased by that same percentage. It is very local. Neighborhoods, areas of the city can vary from place to place. If you're looking at the East End in Orleans, a little bit slower for the first part of the year. Downtown is busier, and the West End maybe a little bit slower as well, but it also depends on the price range of your homes. So one thing you have to remember with stats is that it is an average of the entire city. So when you're looking at the increase in Ottawa for February, you have to remember that in the $750,000 and up, there were a lot more transactions this year compared to last year, which could artificially increase the average price. And that's why you have to be very careful with the average price overall of the city. And we talked earlier about real estate being very local. So when you're looking at the real estate market, the most active price range is between 300 and 400. So we're seeing a lot more transactions in this price range in the month of February for Ottawa. The second price range that's a little bit more active is between $400,000 and $500,000. So if your house is within these price ranges, there's a good chance it'll sell a little bit quicker. It doesn't mean that the other prices are not going to sell. It just means that those two price ranges will see a lot more activity. So if you would like a little bit more information about your neighborhood, your street, or even your own property, make sure to reach out to one of our agents. We'd be more than happy to help. So stay tuned to our channel. We will be releasing regular market updates for the Ottawa real estate market. So Jean Richer with the Ottawa Living team, signing off for your real estate talks.